Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian coming at you from house arrest. And this week on house arrest, I got this French press from my sister, and I'm going to press it right now. She said do it slow. I don't know why that helps. So I made a cup of this coffee that she gave me the other day. It's like this Ecuador stuff. Something about Ecuador, I don't know. I drank this cup of coffee, and I felt so good afterwards. I mean, I just was like really feeling this cup of coffee, and I'm hoping that this cup does exactly what that cup does, because that cup of coffee did what I want every single cup of coffee ever to do. And I just hope that this works out again. Just that perfect, like humming little buzz, little coffee buzz, like in the perfect way. Okay, come on, baby. This week is Thanksgiving. It was just Thanksgiving on Thursday. Today it is Saturday. And what has happened with me this week is that I have really gotten off of my discipline thing. I've talked about this before on the channel, how this house arrest period that I'm in, I'm really trying to focus on getting as disciplined as possible, honing everything in, right? Well, everything always fluctuates, as usual. I'm not that good at it yet, but I usually am pretty on point. This week, I just let everything go. I don't know what it was about just the way the week was going. My work schedule was different. It was Thanksgiving. There's all this other food that I'm not used to eating in the house. And so I just kind of went lax on everything. I went to work more than I usually do. But around that, I, got home and didn't do any of my meditating really, didn't do any of my exercising, didn't eat right, didn't do my YouTube and regular schedule thing, didn't do any music stuff, nothing. I just kind of played some video games and vegged out on Thanksgiving food and just cookies and snacks and everything that is not what I want to be doing on a regular basis, right? So I didn't exactly make a decision to take the week off, but as the week started and as I started to get into this mode, I really sort of realized that that's what was happening, and I went, you know what, all right, I'm going to let myself, just do whatever this week and take a week off, right? Because I've been pretty diligent about, keeping myself on schedule. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I do the best I can. And so I just let it go. It's kind of like a vacation week, I guess, is what I considered it to be. And now that the week is coming to an end and I'm determined to get back on track, starting on Monday, I guess, I'm sort of looking back on this week and realizing, what it meant to me and how I feel about it now. Because it really has been the first week, since I got off drugs in jail that I've really let myself just whatever. I think it's important to allow yourself to rest, right? It's important to allow yourself to relax. And you want to give yourself time to rejuvenate. You want to structure your daily stuff that you want to be doing in such a way that it's not, over time it's sustainable and it's not draining you. And so that requires, periods of rest. So you have to balance all of your stuff appropriately if you want to keep going for the long term. But after this week of taking this time to just kind of veg out, like I said, I really didn't like it. I don't think. I didn't like it because I don't know. At first, I felt guilty about it because I kind of floated into it without actually deciding I was starting this vacation week. After I decided that was what I was allowing myself to do, the guilt kind of fell out of the bottom, and then I just sort of tried to allow myself to enjoy it. But I still don't feel like I enjoyed it. You know how when you go on a vacation and you need a vacation from your vacation, that's what people say? That's what it kind of feels like. It's like it didn't actually rejuvenate me. It didn't, vegging out and not taking care of business and being undisciplined didn't really do anything for me. I mean, I guess it felt fun very fleetingly in a moment of deciding, you know what, I'm not gonna do that or whatever. I'm not gonna exercise. I'm gonna sit here and play video games. That stuff felt fun for a second, I guess, kind of, but when it's over, after I didn't exercise or after I played several hours of video games, I just it just felt empty and bad afterwards. Like I didn't feel like I gained anything from it. I didn't feel like I was fulfilled in any sort of real way. And that's interesting because I always used to live like all of my life like that. And the little bits of discipline that I had came in very short spurts and very they were very fleeting and unorganized and inconsistent. And now that I've built this kind of foundation of discipline for myself and started to experience what it's like to have some discipline on a consistent basis, taking it away, I could actually feel what it was like when I took it away. And you know what? This coffee's awesome, by the way. It's working. And you know what? There is absolutely more pleasure, for me at least, in the discipline and just more satisfaction and more peace in the discipline than there is in the vegging out, for sure. Like there's no doubt about it. It's so clear to me now. Like I can't wait to get back to the discipline because the vegging out, it actually just reminds me of all of the things that made my life miserable in the past, and along with those things, like all of the vegging out makes me want to pacify myself somehow. It makes me want to pacify myself from just the malaise and the melancholy of the life of vegging out, and the life of not having my shit together. And those feelings are the feelings that make me want to do drugs. I realized that that's part of why I liked drugs so much, was because I felt like that all the time. And I just wanted to escape from those feelings. I lived like that all the time. And so when I feel those feelings again, just from doing that for a short amount of time, that purposelessness, with just kind of just doing whatever is easiest at any given moment, to what's the most comfortable thing that I can do. That living that way it causes so much more suffering, for me at least, than just having it together a little bit and having a little direction and having a little purpose. So that's what I experienced this week, and I'm looking forward to getting back on track. And that's what I'm going to do this next week. So hopefully the next video that you'll see will be me telling you how awesome this upcoming week was. I've become sensitive to just the negative effect that things like procrastination have on me. I used to be a huge procrastinator, and now when I procrastinate, I can feel it acutely. Like I still procrastinate all the time, but I can feel the suffering that it is causing me acutely. It's like so clear to me, and it makes it's so uncomfortable that it makes me snap out of it quickly, because I'm like, this is worse than just doing whatever the thing I was doing that I'm procrastinating about. This is way worse. Anyway, I have a couple of actual vacation days that I've accumulated at work. I think I have 2 of them or something, and then I usually take 3 days off a week, so that would be 5 days, and then I'll probably call in sick for another 2 days so that I can have a week off, an actual week off of work. And that vacation, that's something I'm going to use here. I have to use it by the end of the year, so I'm going to be using it in the next couple weeks here, most likely. And I've decided what I'm going to do for that vacation, because obviously I have to be here at the house. I'm going to do a little self-retreat of sorts, and I'll tell you guys about that before I embark on that little vacay. Then an actual vacay, an experiment to see the difference between the slacking off week and then the real just getting focused retreat week that I'm going to do, self-retreat. So we'll talk more about that later. Anyway, it was just Thanksgiving, and I'm very grateful to have everything that I have right now in my life and all the people that I have in my life. Thanksgiving was pretty chill. It was just here at the house. My roommate stuck around with me instead of going out and doing other things, which was nice. We watched some movies. My mom came over. She made a bunch of food, and it was super, super sweet of her. And she hung out and watched a movie with us as well, and we just had a nice little time. Also, some other friends came over. My friend Carissa and her kids came over for a minute to say hi. That was really sweet. I'm so just grateful for everything I have. I'm grateful to be alive, actually. I'm pretty grateful for that. Last week I was talking about how I feel like all this is ridiculous, this prison stuff, but one thing I do have to acknowledge is that I most likely would be dead if I didn't get arrested. I was on my way out, I think, just with the using and stuff. I was kind of getting, Narcan all the time before I got arrested, so I was overdosing frequently. That's something I will go into more detail about at some point on this show, maybe. But I'm so grateful for everything that's happened. In spite of everything I said last week, the whole situation, I have so much gratitude for everything, and I just have so much gratitude for everybody in my life, for all the people who love me that are making this so easy, and I love them so much. I love all of you. I love my sister very, very much, and she's actually the shout out of the week this week. Brittany, you are the best. I don't know, you're my favorite thing. I love you to death, and you're so sweet. She's also been watching from the beginning, commenting and stuff, and just being very supportive in every way. She's so cool and so special, and so just my type of person. And I'm so glad that we have each other in this life, because fuck, man, there's not a lot of connections like I have with her, and I love her to death. Thank you so much for just always being there for me, no matter what I'm going through or what is going on. And I just hope that I can always be there for you from now on, hopefully. I know I wasn't for a little while there, but I'm so happy that we have the relationship that we do. And on that note, pour another cup of the coffee that you gave me. Woo! It's awesome. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the light is off because my Wi-Fi network went off and I had to reset it, and I can't get it back online. It's because you can't use this light unless it's online. It's fucking crazy. The song of the week this week is, I'm sorry to say, another song by The Smile. There's a new album. The first episode that I did Song of the Week, it was a song by The Smile, and they had put out this one album, this little band that Tom York and Johnny Greenwood made, this little trio thing with Tom Skinner, I think his name is. And they put out this album. I was like, I'm not sure if they're going to make another one. Well, they are making another one, and it's called Wall of Eyes, and it doesn't come out till February, I think, but there's 2 tracks released on it, and one of them is Bending Hectic. It's called Bending Hectic. So The Smile, Bending Hectic is the song of the week. It's so cool. There's this part in the middle where this like just screeching sound happens, and I think it's just a bunch of strings in an orchestra or something. One of those things that Johnny Greenwood does, where he just like tears into the strings and has the players just tear into the strings somehow in some crazy way. Makes this crazy eerie sound like from a horror movie kind of shit, and it's just. It's like so intense, and it just cuts into the with the distorted guitar that comes in afterwards. So cool, so cool. Yes, and of course I am a huge, Radiohead fanboy. So I sorry. I mean, sorry, they're the best. So I'm not sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? Goodbye, people. I'll see you next week when I'm more organized. And I love you. Bye.